Keep that round of applause going for Tree Hill. So, as Tree Hill said, we're going down to San Diego for the Individual World Poetry Slam. And there's a lot of people who say you shouldn't do love poems and slams, but fuck that. We're gonna keep the love going. Dr. Seuss believed that what we call love is really just compatible weirdness, which makes sense because the whole process for finding love is pretty weird. Of all the people who have ever lived on this earth, you had to be born close enough on the timeline and come close enough in proximity to even meet in the first place. And then you had to say, hey, I want to get to know that weirdo. And as you got to know that weirdo, you began to think, I want to spend even more time with this weirdo. So you began to be weirdos together, going to weirdo places and doing weirdo things. And you wonder why his weirdo smile makes you feel those weirdo feelings like butterflies in your tummy, or your heart racing so fast that it could win the Indy 500 and you've never felt like this before. But if this is weird, you don't even want to hear the word normal. Because weird feels right. Weird feels like happy. Weird feels like something you have never known, and I guess that's why they call it weird in the first place. Because who could ever imagine that there would ever be someone so perfectly weird that they make you want to dance while everyone else is standing still? Make it seem as if everyone else is silent when compared to the way your heart sings for him, and you'll wonder why nobody else is celebrating his existence. But who cares if you're the only ones having a party? Others will look at you and tell you that you're weird, and you will scream to them, yes, yes, I am, and I'm so in weird with him that you don't even recognize it as love, because it is so much bigger than anything you could ever imagine, because the synonym for weird is queer, and queer love is so much more than just romance. Queer love is finding acceptance. Queer love is feeling safe. Queer love is validation. Queer love is telling the world that you are weird and finding someone who says, hey, I want to get to know that weirdo. Thank you. So one of the unique things about an individual slam is that the time limits are a little different. Instead of just 3 minutes, you have a 1, 2, 3, and 4 minute poem. So I'm just going to do a short 1 minute poem for you guys, and then I'm going to throw it to our next amazing poet in free verb. A queer man walks into the bathroom of a crowded bar. A quick scan reveals there is one other man at the urinals. He has roughly 0.8 seconds to assess the danger. Staying within the time limit ensures that the queer man has now fixed his gaze at the urinals, preventing the other man from seeing any head movement. Although anxiety floods the body, the queer man keeps his eyes forward, like a child avoiding the glare of an angry parent. He wants to exhale so that he is not suspicious, but he does not know how to quietly unhide the breath he is holding. He finally hears a flush zip wash. You can breathe easy as you hear him tear the towel from the wall and walk outside. Your sigh of relief carried so much weight, but at least you got the chance to exhale before you hear the creak of the door again. So even as you tense up, hurrying now as you exit, avoiding any gaze with this new man, you are so thankful for the chance to breathe. But more importantly, that the rip of the towel and the swing of the door were the most violent things to happen. Thank you. So I am so excited to introduce our next poet. She's the reason we all came together. I'll let her tell you a little bit about that and our adventures in June that brought us all together. But she has become an amazing host and MC, an amazing organizer, just so great to have someone who puts Vegas on the map and has those connections with other cities and really helps us and anyone who's looking to tour and get out there and perform. So I hope you guys know how valuable she is to our community, and please give it up for the amazing Miss AV.